Hello everyone, I am Chase at Rocky Mountain ATVMC, giving you a closer look at the Havoc GTX BOA winter boot from Klim. Alright, so if you like to spend your winter months playing in the deep snow, whether it's on a snow bike or a snowmobile, and you're looking for a boot that can handle both, well, look no further than the Havoc boot coming from Klim. What's cool about these is that Klim designed these with snow bikers in mind, but don't let that worry you. These do bridge the gap. Klim says they give you the best of both worlds when it comes to a boot for snow biking and snowmobiling, so they bridge that gap. So if you're looking for a boot that can handle both, these would be a great option. Now, before I get in and talk about the features and what makes these a little bit more unique for snow biking, let's talk about fitment real quick. So I've tried the Havoc on, very comfortable. Fitment for me is true to size. You have pour-on XRD padding inside around the ankle area. You have plenty of insulation in there, 600 grams. So when you put these on, if you've ever worn a snowmobile boot, then you know you can expect great comfort, and that's what you're getting with the Havoc. But remember, this isn't a apparel item, so if you buy these boots, if you're not happy with the sizing or the fitment, send them back to us in brand new unused condition. We want to make sure you get the size and the fitment that you are looking for. So we have our fit guarantee, which means you get free shipping both ways on your first exchange. So with the Havoc, let's talk about the inside first. So obviously being built for snow biking and snowmobiling, on the inside, it's gonna be waterproof. You're Gore-Tex, so you're guaranteed to keep you dry, guaranteed for life. Like I mentioned, you're 600 grams of 3M thin slate on the inside, so it's gonna keep you warm. And also, you do have that pour-on XRD padding around the ankle area just to offer a little bit more protection for the rider's ankle. Now, what makes it specific to snow biking? Well, there's a couple of things. When you look at the shape of it, so what they did with this is they wanted to make sure that shifting was going to be easier with a snow boot. So what they've done now is they've actually made the toe box a little bit more low profile. So when it comes to shifting on a snow bike, it's going to make it a little bit easier. Also, you'll notice when it comes to construction, the base is going to be their action leather. So super high quality leather, but you'll notice here that over the toe box, they have their scratch rubber. So what that means is just a textured rubber material over top the toe box. You'll see that in other places as well, but that's just going to aid in giving a little bit better grip when you're shifting, especially on a snow bike. You're going to be wet, so you want to have as much grip as possible on that toe box to help with your shifting. So those are a couple things that make it specific to snow biking. The other is that when it comes to the sole, we'll talk about that more in detail in just a little bit, but they actually have it to where your foot sits a little bit lower in the footbed when you put these on. So that way when you're standing on the foot pegs, a little bit better foot peg feel, which I know something that riders like on a dirt bike, so they've incorporated that into the Havoc. So that's your construction. Again, the action leather with that scratch rubber on top. Looking at the medial side here, you're going to notice you're not going to have any hard plastics or anything like that, but you've got that action leather going all the way up the side here. There's more of that scratch rubber here, around the heel area, so they reinforce that. And then when you look at the medial side, similar to a motocross boot, you're going to have that scratch rubber here on the inside working your way up, very flat, great contact with the bike. And you can see you've got this reinforcement panel up here at the top. So that's just going to help with abrasion and help increase the durability of the boot, especially when you're working hard squeezing that bike. Looking at the front, you do have a nice large injection molded TPU shim plate, so that's going to give it a little bit of added impact protection there. No buckles on this, so it's going to be similar to a snowmobile or a snowboarding boot if that's what you're familiar with. Instead, they use the BOA system, and I'm actually a big fan of the BOA system. So the way it works is really simple. You've got this dial right here on the back. So to open these when you're first putting them on, you're going to pop this dial out. Once you've done that, you've got Velcro up here at the top, so undo that. Now when I open that, that's where you're gonna see that BOA system. So you've got these cords that are going throughout the boot. So when you snug this down, I'll show you that here in just a moment, these cords are what are pulling everything and keeping everything nice and tight. But with that open, you can see moisture wicking liner. Now, if you get a sneak peek of the inside here, you can see you actually do have a fleece liner down here at the bottom. So couple that with that insulation, it's gonna keep your feet nice and toasty warm. So to close it up, just do your Velcro, pop this dial in, and then just start to turn it clockwise until everything cinches down. Now once you have that cinched up, you can see you got this reinforced tab right here around the front, so that's what's really going to help secure, pull everything together. So when I put this on, with that BOA system, I was able to get this boot plenty tight, make it have a nice snug fit to it, not overly tight, but again, it keeps the ankle in place. I didn't experience really any heel float, which I like, which means when I walk around in it, my heel doesn't feel like it's lifting up off the sole. So overall, the way the boot fits, I think they did a really good job with these. So that's the outside. You'll notice right here on the front, you've got this little D-ring. That is for a gaiter. So they have this D-ring here. So if you have your snow pants on, you can attach the gaiter to this to prevent that from coming up. So just another way to help keep snow out. And lastly, you will notice on the front here, you've got these stretch bellows here in the front. Turn around, look in the back, you can see you've got these flex zones here on the back as well. Just above the heel, you're gonna have a couple more up here around the top as well. So last thing we will talk about is gonna be with the sole. So a couple unique features to this, they are utilizing their Michelin sole. So what's cool about the Michelin sole, it's a very grippy rubber material, so great grip when you're on the foot pegs. You're not gonna have a steel shank, and actually they use a polycarbonate shank instead. So not gonna be as rigid, but you're still gonna get great support for the rider's foot. But with this sole from Michelin, this is the most durable, the best sole that Klim has found, and that is why they're using it on their Havoc boots. So they're gonna offer great durability. And there it is. That is the Havoc GTX BOA winter boot coming from Klim. Again, for you snow bikers or snowmobilers looking for a boot that can do the best of both worlds, this is your option. Also keep in mind that Klim does have their Havoc bib. So if you're looking for a bib that is built specifically with snow bikers in mind, you couple that with the Havoc boot, and you got yourself a great combo. If you have any questions, leave your questions or comments below. We'll get those answered. To pick yours up, it is very simple. Just click on the link at the end of this video. Don't forget, orders over $75 ship free. If you guys like this product spotlight, get subscribed to our YouTube channel. That way you stay up to date on the latest gear guides, product reviews, and how-to videos that we're constantly filming. I am Chase. We'll see you on the trails.